And who do we have here today with us?
This is Daisy. Whoop. So Daisy is about 7.5 weeks old now. She came to us at 5 weeks old. She was extremely unwell. We weren't sure if she was going to survive the night. So she had a really severe worm burden. She was really dehydrated, a lot of bloody diarrhea, and one of the inspectors was able to pick her up and bring her in.
Daisy had been found left in a shopping trolley under a pedestrian overpass on a really wet, miserable day, and thankfully someone found her and handed her to the police. This is the first time that young Daisy and I have met since that fateful Saturday. As you can see, it's a happy reunion. She's looking a lot better, a lot happier and brighter than the first time we ever met.
Huge improvements in her health. She's been able to come off her drip. She's gotten a lot more confident. She's running around. She's getting cheeky now. She's a picture of a healthy little puppy now. Well, yeah, so huge improvements, big difference.
So I spoke to Hannah, Daisy's foster carer, on the Thursday evening, and Hannah told me that Daisy became ill.
She came in to see the vet, and even on the way in she just started to deteriorate.
Daisy came in again because she was really sick. She was vomiting again and having bloody diarrhea, and that was a big concern to a lot of us. And so when we were, feeling her abdomen, we could feel a mass inside there, and there was a suspicion either she'd eaten something she shouldn't have eaten, or she could have had what's called an intussusception, which is pretty much her guts had telescoped on itself. And so they took her into surgery and they found that she did have an intussusception. And so what they had to do is do a resection and cut out a section of her gut, stitch it together, and she was in recovery and she was doing really well. We were all really hopeful for her.
She was looking well and she seemed to have regained some of her old character back again, which was a really promising sign for us.
I was calling constantly, being an annoying foster carer, checking on my little girl. She even ate the next day. She started to try and chew her drip out, which was pretty typical Daisy. And then on the Sunday morning, they got in touch and said that things weren't looking as good for her and that the recovery wasn't going as well as we'd hoped. So
on Sunday night, I was contacted again, and Hannah explained to me that she'd become ill again.
And they found that she had a repeat intussusception, but this time it was quite inoperable.
As hard as everyone tried, there was just nothing more that could be done. So, yeah, we lost her.
It's sad that someone owned Daisy at some stage and decided that for whatever reason they couldn't care for her anymore, and they left her in the park on her own. I would say to that person, there's so many places you can seek help from, whether it be your vet or the RSPCA.
There's always an option, there's always help. Please call us. Let us know if you're struggling with your animals, because it didn't have to get that bad.
Life here at the RSPCA certainly has its ups and downs, and sadly we couldn't save Daisy, but through the good work of our supporters, we've been able to give a lot of other animals here at our shelters a good life and save them from being left out like Daisy was, which is fantastic. That's why we come to work each day.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people who, support us, our donors, our staff, everyone. We would not be here without them. And I guess that's what keeps us ticking along.
She really touched all of us, and from the inspectors to the vet clinic, so many of our vets and vet nurses poured their heart and soul into trying to save her, and she really became part of my family for a little while, and we all fell in love with her. So definitely not the outcome that we were hoping for her, but it doesn't mean that we won't try again next time.